Hello, this is Daryl at 10 Foot Truck, Good Attitude Services. And today I'm just doing deliveries in the car right now, doing a lunch rush. Well, it's not lunch anymore, but I did some lunch deliveries for the delivery apps, DoorDash and that. But I was thinking about my truck ads. I've been putting them up. And I just recently started a new YouTube channel, which is all my music that I create, or some of the stuff that I created with other musicians. And then lately I've been just creating my own music on GarageBand and then putting it up onto SoundCloud. And I figured out a way to take the SoundCloud tracks that I developed on GarageBand and put onto MP3, or convert to MP3 and then convert to WAV files, and then put those on YouTube. So I'm collaborating. I'm putting all those tracks under my site, Good Attitudes Music. If you ever want to look at some of the stuff I've done lately, it's just been kind of electronic sample type music. Prior to this, I played in bands, and so some of the bands go way back. Some of the older recordings. I'm only posting the stuff that I own rights to. I'm not posting anything. I've played in numerous bands and been on a lot of records over the time since the late 80s. Been in and out of the studio and did touring and stuff like that. But unknown bands. None of it. I mean, I've toured with bands that are, opening up for bands that are big, but my bands are fairly unknown. Oh, well, pretty much unknown. Never got a record deal. Anyway, that's beside the point. My point was that I was compiling all that music because I didn't want to lose it. I had it on a thumb drive that my old guitarist sent me, and I've been sitting there for a long time. So I decided, well, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel and just put up all the stuff that I can find from the past. And then I started digging through some of the stuff I was doing in SoundCloud and that I'd done through GarageBand, and then some of the old stuff I did through a computer MIDI system with keyboards, drum machines, and that kind of thing. So then, as I was compiling that music and listening to it, I was realizing, wow, I was kind of tooling around with YouTube videos, and hold on, I'm gonna see if I can get that window. It's a little noisy out there. Anyway, I was tooling around. I found out that you can kind of just use the sound onto your own video. So I was going to do some advertisements, and I've done a few, just kind of experimenting with having a different background, like a green screen type thing, and using the music that I've already compiled, which is probably, counting all the stuff in bands over the years that I own, that I personally have rights to. I'm not going to use anything that I don't have rights to, which is, there's a lot of other music I played on that I don't have rights to, but the stuff that I do, I'm going to compile it all, and it's taken a long time. I think it's probably going to be within like 200 or 300 songs, 200 or 300 tracks. I'm up to about 50 something, but it's going to be a long haul. Probably it's going to be a couple of years of just uploading, plus newer stuff that I'll be developing. But I'm going to start using that on my ads, and I've already done a couple shorts that have my tracks on there. I'm going to try to explain that later in another video, maybe on my music site, Good Attitudes Music. I'm trying to keep the Good Attitudes as a brand, Good Attitudes Services, and my music's Good Attitudes Music. And then of course I have my 10 Foot Truck. So I just keeping it as a simple brand. That's something I've been using for over the years. So I'll be using all my tracks, trying to figure out which ones work with my ads when I'm advertising my truck, and little shorts, and putting up on YouTube. And then I put it up on my Facebook. And people tend to like that stuff because it's just a little advertisement, has music and has a background. I'll show my truck or whatever background I want to use. But I like the idea that I can use my own music. So if you ever get a chance, anyone who's kind of musically inclined, to go, if you can't find a studio, like, studios or do studio work now, it's different. When back in the day you had to hire a studio, or you had to have your own studio equipment. Nowadays you can just get a laptop, or you can use your phone. And what I'm using lately, you just use your phone and use GarageBand, which is on Apple devices or iPad or iPhone. If you're just inclined, you can use samples and things. You can create your own music, and then you don't have to go and use other generic music. You can just use all your stuff. So you're also promoting your music on top of doing your ads. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Plus you get to put your creations and stuff out there. It's kind of like, you know, you're creating everything. You're creating the video, you're creating the music, you're creating the scenery, and you're kind of putting out this creative aspect and putting it into your ads. Because as you know, if you're an entrepreneur of any sort, you're kind of a creative person. You know, come up with ideas, you come up with a plan, and you do it on your own. So, and you kind of put that forth into the world as a creative project, but also you're looking, you know, of course, to get money. But I believe that all entrepreneurs are creative people, not, you know, necessarily in music. My creative talents happen to be in music too. I'm learning. I have no idea about video. That's something else I have to get involved with. Years ago, I tried to get involved with video through learning it through the cable access program, but I didn't really complete that program. So I'd like to go back. And that's totally different now. Video is so different. It's so much different and much easier now. Well, not easier, but there's so much more technology involved. And of course, then the AI technology that's coming in, that's going to change things too. So that's going to be a huge leap and opportunity for anybody who's creative and has that drive to be creative and put things out there. So I just want to talk about that as I'm sitting here waiting for a delivery or some sort of delivery to come in. And then when I have time off, I usually just think of things and put up ads and try to create different ads. And of course now I'm trying to upload all my music and create and put that to work too, because I don't have any projects like bands anymore. The last band I played in before I moved here was a cover band, and I haven't done anything here because I don't know anybody out here in my new location. So I figure I'm just going to get some electronic drums and start to create, like I was doing before, electronic music. I know that's, in the early days I really wasn't much into electronics, not much in electronic music, but you know, I was more into the organic stuff and the acoustic drums and all that. But to me, whatever is available to be creative and to create music or create projects, even if it's just electronics, to me it's just a way to create. Even if it's electronic media, like, you know, Photoshop or digital arts, I think it's all valid. It's all a way of being creative. You can either paint with a canvas, or you can paint on your computer. Either way, you're creating. I think it's all good. It's a fun thing to do. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to get back and look to see if I have any deliveries. Hope you all have a great day. The weather's doing better. I mean, might snow this weekend. I'm not sure. Not here, probably in the mountains, but so far it's been warming up, and I think by next week it's going to be up in the 70s. I hope. We'll see. They said that last week when it cooled down. But anyway, I just wanted to chat a little bit, and I know this video is more for my truck site, but I also now just talk about music because I am implementing my music into my ads. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that. So I hope you have a great day out there. This is 10 Foot Truck, Good Attitudes, and have a great day. Signing out.